Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Sonia from True Soul Intuition, and we're here to do a reading for Leo to see what's going on in your current love energies, to hopefully bring forward some messages of love and honesty to move you out of any situations you may feel stuck on when it comes to your love vibration at this time. All the boundaries for my readings are in the description box below. If you are returning, thank you very much. I appreciate you. And if you are new to my channel, please like, share and subscribe. I appreciate that too. So don't forget to stop and have a look at the description box. It has my the boundaries. It has all the platforms I'm available on and any contact details if you'd like to contact me for a personal reading. So Leo, we're just going to get straight into your energy. We're going to see what's going on. I'm going to bring forward your current energy at this time for Leo, please. What you want wants you, and the perfection of your life. One more, please. Releasing allegiances. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, here we go. Leo, what you want wants you, and the perfection of your life. There's a lot you may be realizing or self-realizations are happening at this time, because I feel like you've decided to change a cycle or have taken on some type of wisdom that's created a knowing within you. And what you wants you is that you have to put out the energy of positivity to attract what you need or want in your life. Because I feel like maybe Leo had spent a lot of time pushing out away energies, because here with the perfection of your life, you've just sort of created a bubble around yourself. And the thing is with this is that with releasing allegiances is that you preferred to be alone, but being alone actually hurt you. And it's sort of like you may have just literally cut a lot of people out of your life, and and you felt that would be ideal. But the downside is that now you've reached the end of a cycle that was quite dark for you, and found, now where are my people? Have I let go of the right people? And the thing is, I feel that you may have repeated many cycles over and over and over and over again until you learned what you needed to learn, is that you're the creator or responsible for your reality. Everything that you're doing has been what you've created for you. So what you wants you is that this is what you're attracted towards yourself. And the perfection of your life is that you've created, for this particular card, it talks about rising above the chaos and the storm and seeing through the eye of the storm how calm and centered it is. And you've had to learn that. But in the same respect, it's sort of like you've created that ideal space for you, and everybody else around you is in turmoil. Like it's, and you've just pushed them out. And here with releasing allegiances, really had a hard time dealing with a lot of the things you're dealing with alone. In fact, probably feeling quite lonely. And here, it's funny because you've got these little bees in this, and it feels like they've been stinging you, but that's because you're not being a queen or being the queen bee and realizing that this is a collective energy. They're stinging you because you're attracting that towards you. It's sort of like when you're in the dark or when you're in the negative space, you're attracting negative energy. And to realize that you are the queen here. You're the queen bee. You tell the bees what to do. You are the one that rules them. So there is a lot of abundance available to you once you realize it. But at this time you feel chained or shackled to something you don't realize that you created. you've created this scenario or this reality for you because, you know, you've just looked at things the wrong way. And I feel like you're starting to understand, you're starting to look up and realize that, oh, this is quite a deep-seated, you know, like pain or trauma or emotion within me. And I need to start letting that go so I can start feeling whole or complete or reevaluate where I am, because what I'm seeing was perfect, but how it's manifesting towards me has become almost like a prison or a jail. You know, like I feel imprisoned in my own life. I feel stuck. I feel heavy and alone. And I feel pretty sad for whoever's resonating with this energy, because you need some soothing of the soul. You need some tenderness of the soul. Like there's something within you that really wants to talk and speak and you know, like this inner roar, like roar. But the thing is, in the past when you've roared, it has created almost like everybody's become defensive towards you. Everybody's sort of built up walls, you know, like let's just say you're a wild animal in a cage. They've created walls, and that cage that you're in is a little bit self-imposed. So your current energy is a little bit low, but you're coming to the realization that you need to transcend the current challenges in your life, and that's seeing things from a better perspective, a higher perspective, and changing the way your energy is flowing, taking in the wisdom that's been provided to you by the universe, and looking at stuff deep within you that has been causing you a lot of pain. Like this is a lot of, you know, self inner healing that has to happen for Leo here. So we're just going to pull out a guidance card to see what the theme is for your reading today. For Leo, please. Okay, that took a while, but it just says simplify your life. So I feel like, okay, what I'm getting with Leo is that there's a lot of stress and anxiety here, and it might be a little bit self-inflicted. It might be a little bit, like I said, a self-imposed place. And simplifying your life means letting go of things or releasing allegiances to thought patterns, mindsets, behavioral patterns, wounds, addictions, traumas, inner child pain and suffering, and release that to embrace grace. Embrace the grace. Because what's happening here is that you're constantly suffering. You're in suffering all the time. And the thing is, sometimes the universe puts us there because we have to learn one key element, and that is we have this beautiful, loving energy inside of us called our grace that grows in adversity, and it needs to be allowed to come out free to be. And that's by simplifying things, really calming down, really centering down, really grounding down into the energies, and stop being so forward or backwards. You know, stop going. It's sort of like I want to say ping pong. You're just going backwards and forwards, hitting the ball and then hitting it and then hitting it, and it's sort of like not really working for you, because you should be there. And realize that you have a lot of good things going on for you, but it is a cycle of learning. It is a karmic cycle where you have to learn the lesson, and the lesson is to simplify things and embrace your grace. That way you don't suffer. So if we're looking too far back, we get depressed. If we look too far forward, we get anxious. So we have to be in the now, the perfection of now, our life now, and be in the moment and realize all the good things that are actually happening and playing out for you now, instead of looking backwards and forwards and feeling confused or heavy. And simplify things. Keep it simple. You know, keep stepping forward one day at a time. Keep it simple. Okay, guys? So I'm going to bring forward the energy of the person coming towards you in love. Oh, there's a whole bunch. So might have some admirers, but let's see the main energy coming towards Leo at this time. Yeah, you got the bat again. So definitely somebody undercover, someone very intuitive. There's the moon energy behind there. I don't know why I just heard, send me your location, let's focus on communicating, because I just need time and place to come through. Interesting. Yeah, send me your location, so this person may be trying to find you. You've got a lot of red in your energy, which makes sense. Leo, passion, fire. So you got the bat, you got the cobra, and then you got the deer in the middle. So your energy is actually the cobra. You may be going through a transformative space, but it's sort of like you're learning something, because the cobra is about a teacher. And the thing is, if you look at the stripes here on this red card, and then you realize that it's reflected in the wings of this bat, which is now undercover, it's under wraps, unseen. The bat sees what can't be seen in the dark. Okay, this person, Leo, your person that's coming towards you, energetically anyway, they know you a lot. And it's funny because each card is looking forward. So this person isn't hiding anything, but they keep a lot from you, which is interesting. But they kind of, it's weird because I feel like you're learning and this person's learning in unison, but in very different ways. They're kind of like trying to do it undercover or keep it to themselves about their healing. And you're kind of just like out there and hissing and roaring and sort of, like I said, not really using the energy correctly. It's sort of like, if you come near me, I'm going to bite you. I'm going to bite you. You know, like the cobra's defensive. And the bat sort of just like, but also, weirdly, what just came to mind is that both transformative energies. You're both changing. And the thing is, the mutual energy is the deer, which is love, compassion, nurturing, divine feminine energy. So that's love, that's connection on a very deep level. And the color green actually talks about the heart chakra. So you love each other. It's plain and simple. Maybe you have to remember that. But just expressing yourselves in very different ways. And the thing is, root chakra, so there's a very strong connection between you and this person with these colors coming out like that. This red. The root chakra, strong connection, physical connection or attachment, that really connects you from your root chakra all the way to your heart. You know, it's sort of like, interestingly enough, kind of the same thing, but I do feel your person's very confused about you. They're confused about you. With that moon there. It's weird because I just heard, sort of like this person's transforms in and out. It depends, day or night. They transform. They're two different people. Yeah, I just keep seeing them flickering in and out of bat posts. So it's sort of like, 1 minute they're the bat, next minute they're Dracula, then they're back to the bat. Like Hotel Transylvania. And that, he's sort of like, he's this big scary beast, but really he's super loving and kind. So there's been a disconnection between you two, but you still feel connected. There's been a disappearing act with the bat. That's what they do. They're popping in and out. Two different people, so they might, I keep hearing by day one way, by night another. So, you know, it's just, they do a bit of a Fiona. But their intentions towards you is still, they still care about you. If that's what you wanted to know, they still care about you, Leo. Yeah, let's bring some guidance in about this current situation. Yeah, Singer of Initiation. Yeah, so you have been going through a pretty rough, really rough, blood and guts kind of energy. It's been pretty raw for Leo right now, and it's something you've had to do alone, with the Singer of Initiation, and it's kind of brought you out. It's interesting because you feel like your love space is unbalanced. Like, you may give more than the other, they may take more than, you know, it's sort of like there's no balance, or you're feeling very indecisive about how you feel about things after a really rough period. You're not at your strongest, you're not at your prime. It's sort of like, I feel indecisive, I feel wibbly wobbly. Indy always reminds me of that, feeling a little bit wobbly on your feet, not too sure where to stand. But it's okay. I just heard like playing the victim sometimes. Sometimes you sort of feel like, well, I've had it really hard, but I can't deal with things right now. I don't want to deal with things. I don't want to deal with anything right now. And that's what it is. You've created this self-imposed prison here. 63 breaks down to a 9, so 9, 2 nines there. 9 is a solo energy. 9 is near completion. You know, you're nearly through the rough parts. You've got Luathis the Wild, so yeah, definitely changing gear. Definitely having to change gear. It's weird because, you know, like by day one way, by night another. It's interesting. That and this person's green as well, because I got Fiona right. She's green. And it's sort of like you need to find the medium between how you feel and how you're reacting, because India's decisive, doesn't want to take a step forward, wobbly, unsure, insecure, and then Luathis the Wild is a ravenous beast, and you can't hold Luathis back. They're like they rev up the engines, they're rearing to go, and it's sort of like it's like the green flame of love. It's burned so bright, and it's sort of very dangerous too, because if Luathis the Wild gets out of control, it's not good. It's chaotic. It's chaos. So you need to rein it in. You need to simplify it. That's what it is. You need to simplify it. And Mikala Mako, yeah, there's a lot of inner child healing that needs to happen for you, because it's sort of like there's been some type of wounding for Leo at some point, and it's caused you to be a little bit immature when it comes to your emotions. Like, that's literally because something happened at the beginning. So when you first came into the world, things started to go, it's like almost wasn't enough. Like, it wasn't perfect. You wanted this perfect life, but you never got to taste the honey. You always got stung by the bee first. It's like that. And then it caused you to feel very bipolar-ish, you know, up and down all over the show. But the realization that maybe the healing for the situation to heal this, there's a lot of heart and love in your energy, but Leo's not really ready to see it or understand it. And so your person, they may be at a distance, they may be just really just not around you, because I feel like they can't deal with this. You may be really hard to handle as well at times, but it's sort of like you've got all this love to give, but you've got to learn how to manage it better. And the thing is, this is the issue, and I'm just going to be very, I don't know if Leo is going to like this, but you're so focused on being loved and adored that people would find it hard to love and adore you here with the fairy who was kissed by the pixies. You know, this is open heart surgery. Like, that's literally what you're going through right now, as a transformation, but like a surgically, you know, an opening of the heart, because this energy needs to be healed. and it needs to be changed. And you need to start opening your heart chakra and not focusing on being adored and loved by a lot of people, and learn to love and adore yourself. And that's you healing your heart to allow love in, because love wants to come in. You have a connection with someone that's very deep, but there's a lot of inner stuff that needs to be done for Leo. To realize that here, the fairy was kissed by the pixies. It's time to open up your heart and stop coming from an immature space of, I know this sounds weird, mean, but not immature, but just really not having the necessary tools to deal with your emotions when you have some type of wounding. That's your shadow here, is Mikulamako. He's sort of playful, but he needs an adult to create boundaries, because teamed up with Luathis the Wild, there's a lot of chaos in your heart space. There's a lot of turmoil around you. Like in the perfection of your life, you're wanting to be in the calm, but around you is a raging storm. And it's sort of like there's a lot of beautiful energy that wants to come in. And yes, Spirit is acknowledging that you have been through a rough period, or from the beginning of your life, something came in and really shut you down. And it's caused this sort of conflict, and the consequences of being hurt or traumatized early has caused a lot of pain and heartache in your life. And it's really blocking someone that you care about from coming forward. And we're just going to bring in the tarot to get some detail. Two of Swords, yeah, indecision. But the Two of Swords is an interesting card because it kind of has a dual meaning, and that's sort of like you don't have to choose now. You can just learn to trust your instincts and your thoughts and your intuitive self. Sort of just learn to trust you, because when you can trust you, you might actually learn you can trust others. Because you may have trust issues. This could be what it is for you. And it always feels like you give too much, or you don't get enough of the love that you require. Yeah, Eight of Swords. So there's, definitely you being buckled over. What is this? Like really curled up in the fetal position. Like you're really feeling sad. Like when you're in pain, you buckle over and you just want to cocoon yourself into a ball. Like Leo's had it rough, and it's hard to come towards you when you're in this space. Oh, some guidance, please. Yeah. Okay, so you have the Four of Wands. You want that stability though, don't you? You want that love. You want that connection, marriage, home, family. You want it all, don't you? But how do you get that? How do you get it all? By actually starting to love yourself and finding the stability within. It's like keeping it simple, loving it. Here we go. Here's your releasing allegiances. You have a lot of cups that you have to leave behind. Painful memories, thoughts, and feelings that you need to let go of. 8 cups that you're walking away from. And it's sort of like 8 is about, it's August, right? That's 8 months. It's sort of like where you're at. You've got to remember that, see, there's that red cape. There's a lot about your energy that's red connection, like the root chakra. So there's a lot of healing that you need down there. That is, that is a need of healing, because it can cause a lot of dysfunctional patterns in how you see yourself and how you see life itself. There could be a distortion there. So really think about working with your root chakra. I did this actually earlier this year. I started learning to be connected. I started healing it with crystals because of my past and my traumas as well. So I can relate there with you, Leo. Working with your root chakras, actually, it frees you. It sort of like creates a better connection with who you are and with the earth, and you get more grounded, and it's easier to know when you're steady on your feet where you want to go. And you definitely want to leave behind the past, because in the past there's been a lot of mental mind flips and indecision, having stability, then walking away. It's sort of like you get what you want, and when you're about to have it, you leave because of, the indecision and mental mind loops that play. And it's sort of like you'd rather not feel things, but the only way to heal it is to feel it. That's why you got to open up your heart. Okay, anything else for Leo? Thank you. Hierophant, have some faith. If anything you're going to learn from this reading is that if you want this, the Four of Wands, and you obviously want a happy home, a stable relationship, you want to be with someone that you can rely on and that you can trust, but you also have to have faith in yourself that this is what you deserve. Leo has to have the energy of committing to themselves in a way that helps you heal the heart and your soul energy. Like, you're quite depleted in your soul energy, which makes it difficult for love to come in. And it's not that you're a bad person, Leo. It's actually telling me that you had a lot of things working against you in your life from an early age, and you've sort of matured in a way that wasn't beneficial emotionally, because you haven't been given the tools to find stability and have faith and belief and trust in people. And it's like, if you can't believe and trust in people, how are you going to believe and trust in yourself? Like, what kind of world are you creating or manifesting for yourself if you think like that? So you have to kind of open up your heart to the possibilities that love is available to you when you're ready for it, and let go of the stress and worries of being too far back and too far forward, and coming here into the now. And right up the middle is the Four of Wands, where you want to be. Happy home, happy family, strong foundations. So I'm going to bring forward a card for Mother Isis to round up the reading. Okay, I want that one. Okay, thank you. So we have this card. Healing the divine masculine. The divine masculine within provides protection, discernment, healing, and a deep sense of safety and holding, even through the most uncomfortable circumstances in your life. Your inner masculine is going through healing right now, growing stronger in the ability to offer you inner protection and stability, so that your inner feminine can blossom with creative expression. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to say what I heard. Hold tight, Leo. You're in for a bumpy ride. Lots of change coming in for you now, because when the inner masculine heals and he starts stepping forward, it's going to flip the script of what's been playing out in the story you've been telling yourself. You're going to edit your life story and create something better, Leo. So simplify your life, keep it simple, and keep moving forward. Don't be stuck in thoughts, feelings, and emotions from your soul level that stops you from living. You need to live. You need to heal your inner masculine and realize that what you require is stability at this time, connection to your root chakra, to the earth, grounding, centering, being in the now. Alright guys, I'm going to leave the reading right there. Hopefully it resonates with you. Please like, share and subscribe. I appreciate that. Until next time guys, take care. Bye.